So by the end of this video, you'll feel calmer about AI and clearer on what it can and can't do for you, and more confident that you don't need to be techie just to make it work for your life. Maybe you've been hearing all about AI. You hear it everywhere. It's in the news, your kids talk about it. People say it's changing everything. And maybe part of you thinks I missed the boat and I'll never be able to catch up. But I want to tell you right now, that's absolutely not true. You're not behind, you're not broken. You've just not been shown how to look at AI through a practical human lens. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to make AI work for you rather than feeling like you have to chase it down. We'll also take it one calm step at a time. So let's start with the mindset piece because that's where most people get stuck. You don't need to understand how AI works. You don't need to know the coding and the formulas or the tech jargon. You just need to know what questions to ask. So think of AI as a helper, more like a curious assistant rather than a piece of magic. You don't have to run a company to use it. You can use it to plan your week, brainstorm ideas, or write a tricky email. For example, maybe you're planning a weekend trip. Well, instead of doom scrolling on Google for hours, you could simply ask ChatGPT, plan me a relaxing 2-day getaway within 3 hours of my hometown. I like quiet places, and I love lots of restaurant options. You see, you just told AI what you like. No tech talk, just normal language. And it will respond with great ideas, usually better than a travel ad. You do not need to learn AI. You just need to learn how to ask it things like you'd ask a regular human person. The tech takes care of the rest. If you've ever thought, where do I start? The simple answer is start small. That's the key. So here are 3 no-stress ways that you can use AI this week. You can use it as a writing helper. Ask it to draft an email and then change that email into your own style. You can have it organize some chaos, maybe summarize a note or to-do list to see what matters most to you. You can also ask it to be your learning buddy. You can have it explain something like you're 5 years old. There's no shame in that, no jargon. For example, explain to me how interest rates affect mortgage payments like I'm 5. And ChatGPT will give you a clear, calm, simple answer, and you'll walk away understanding something that used to feel complicated. You see, that is AI working for you. So start with one tiny thing that already stresses you out. Maybe an email, trying to find a recipe for dinner, a work task, and let's let AI make it easy. That's how you turn overwhelm into confidence. So here's the truth that most people don't hear. AI doesn't replace wisdom. What it replaces is busy work, searching and second guessing. See, your judgment, your values, your life experience, those are the things that are most important. And AI just wants to help to be a part that will make it move faster. Here's the truth most people don't hear. AI doesn't replace wisdom. What it replaces is busy work, searching and second guessing. Your judgment, your values, your life experience, those are still the most important parts. AI just helps you get to that part that matters faster. So think of AI as the intern you've always wanted. It drafts, it searches, it summarizes, it brainstorms, but you are still the editor. You decide what's good, what fits, and what's real. Let's say you're writing a newsletter. AI can give you a rough draft, but only you can add the voice, the story, the context, a sense of meaning that connects with people. That's where your experience shines. You see, AI doesn't replace experience, it amplifies it. The more life you've lived, the better you are at using AI wisely. So I like to remind people you don't need AI for everything. Use it where it frees you up, not where it makes things more complicated. If something feels forced or confusing, step back and ask a simpler question. For instance, what is one way that I could save time this week using AI? You may get an answer like, you could use AI to plan your meals or write grocery lists based on those meal recommendations. And suddenly it's practical again. It's about your real life. And over time, you'll learn which questions get the best answers. That's not a tech skill, that's a communication skill. The secret isn't learning AI, it's learning how to talk to it simply. Clear questions equal clear answers. Here's the real progress, and this is how it really happens. When you stop trying to fit it into AI tools and you start making AI fit into your life. So you can tell AI all about your routines, your goals, your dreams, your personality. Like, I'm in my 50s. I run a small business and I get overwhelmed easily. So help me create a morning routine that doesn't feel rushed. The beauty of AI is it will adjust to you. You don't have to become a new person just to use it. You let AI handle the friction so that you can stay focused on what makes you feel capable, creative, and calm. You don't need to change who you are just to use the AI. You need to let it meet you where you are at. So, you've been feeling behind or tired of hearing that AI is moving too fast. So just breathe. You're not too late. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. The best way to make AI work for you is to start where you are. Use plain language and let it simplify your life, not complicate it. So if today's video gave you a peace of mind, some clarity, leave a comment below. Tell me what part of this is still confusing or intimidating, and I'll try to cover it in a future video. And if you want some AI guidance made for people over 40, visit AIover40.net. That's where we go together and deep dive into how to use AI more and more in our everyday lives. So thanks for watching today's video. That's it. Make sure that you like and subscribe, but most of all, stay curious and take action.